Hey guys, so this is part 2 of the first impressions video for summer 2019. Because now Don Machi, Bem, and everything else has now aired for the season. Mostly Don Machi and Bem, those are the two that I was waiting on. And as you can see, Don Machi is the first one I'm going to be talking about. The first episode was pretty good overall. It looked nice, and it set up a arc, I guess, for the beginning of the season with Apollo. And I'm looking forward to it, to the rest of it. Actually has a pretty high score so far, with an 8, over an 8, I guess. I guess that makes sense though, because it's the sequel. The next one I'm talking about is Skilled Teaser Takagi-san. And I recently watched the first season of this so that I could watch this while it was airing. And it continues right where it left off in season 2. It's a pretty enjoyable series overall. I'm hoping there's more developments in this season than there was in the first season. Less just hint dropping and more like true developments, which based on the first episode, it looks like it could end up having some more developments. Either way, even without any more serious developments taking place, it's still an enjoyable series that I'm going to be looking forward to watching every week. Okay, so with this next one, Bem probably had the worst first impression out of all the anime I'm watching, to be honest. This score is pretty accurate, I would say. It should even be lower, maybe. It's not like it's terrible, but it's just really, really boring. It's just genuinely boring. That's most of what I can say about it. Like, it was just boring. There are some characters that might be interesting, I guess. But yeah, just a really underwhelming and boring first episode. So I don't know how much I'm going to be looking forward to watching the rest of this series, especially considering it's not even a guaranteed episode count, like 12 episodes or anything. It could be longer. So I don't know. Alright, so Ari Ferretta, I can't pronounce words. It's got the lowest score of all the ones I'm watching, but to be honest, I definitely thought the first episode was better than Bem's. And to some people that might be saying a lot. But seeing as before watching the first episode, I had not read the manga for this, I didn't really know what to expect, and going into the first episode, it's really not as bad as everyone says it is, unless you do know about the manga, like you have read it. So then it might come across as more disappointing than anything else. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, I guess. I don't know. It was still bad though. I'm hoping it improves, and it looks like, the score has been going up, and the second episode was a little better, but this is first impressions, so my first impression was not all that great, but it was still better than Bem's, because I did like the concept of it, which got me interested in reading the manga, which I did do, but that's a story for a different video. Anyway, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. Now that I have read the manga, it's probably going to be worse than before. So I don't know. I don't have high hopes, but who knows. Okay, so the last one I want to be talking about is, because I'm not trying to say that super long name, I'm just gonna call it the Mom Isekai, because that's basically what it is. I had no expectations at all, and it didn't really impress me in any way, I guess. I mean, I like the mom, but it's not really saying much. She's pretty much the main character, I would say. But it is, like I said, the Mom Isekai. I don't know. It seems like it's just gonna be sort of like the filler anime of the season. It doesn't really have a whole lot to it. It's kind of like a parody to other isekais, I guess. So it could be kind of funny, but I don't know. The score's pretty accurate, and I think this score is gonna last for the rest of the season. I don't think it ends up with much higher than a 7. So I don't know. It was okay. Still better than the last 2 I talked about. But yeah, so that was my first impressions for, well, including the last video, my first impressions for all 10 of the anime I'm going to be watching during the summer 2019 season.